Hello, everyone, and welcome back. The show for beginners who want to practice English with real, everyday conversations. I'm your host, Dan, and I am joined today by my good friend, Anna. Anna, how was your morning so far?
Hi, Dan. Well, to be honest, it was a bit of a struggle. I set my alarm for 7 a.m., but I hit the snooze button 3 times. I just wanted to rest a little more under my blanket.
The famous just one more minute trap. That minute is very dangerous. Suddenly, 10 minutes disappear. I'm the opposite. I'm a bit of an early bird, so I usually get up around 6:30 a.m.
You're lucky, Dan. I think I'm more of a night owl, which means I love staying up late and hate getting up early. But today's topic is perfect for everyone: daily life morning routines.
Exactly. We want to talk about real mornings, not perfect Instagram mornings. Let's start at the very beginning. After you finally stop hitting the snooze button and get out of bed, what's the first thing you do?
The first thing I do is head to the bathroom to wash my face and brush my teeth. I think washing your face with cold water really helps you wake up.
I agree. And speaking of teeth, I found a fascinating tip in the sources about flossing. One person suggests flossing the top half of your mouth one day and the bottom half the next day.
Wait, how do you remember which half to do?
You turn the dental floss box upside down. If the box is facing up, you do the top. If it's facing down, you do the bottom. It's a great way to be consistent, which means doing something regularly so it becomes a rhythm.
That's a clever trick. After my bathroom routine, I try to be intentional with my time. That means I do things on purpose rather than just moving on autopilot. I usually drink a large glass of water because it makes the body feel fresh.
That's a healthy habit. I usually follow my water with some stretching or yoga. It makes me feel calm and ready for the day. Do you exercise in the morning, Anna?
Sometimes, if I'm not feeling too lazy, I'll do some jumping jacks or push-ups just to get my body moving. But my favorite part of the morning is definitely breakfast.
Oh, I'm with you there. I feel like having a big breakfast every day. Note for our listeners, feel like is a great phrase that means want, but we use the ing form of the verb after it, like I feel like eating.
Good point. In the sources, we see people eating all sorts of things: cereal with milk, toast with jam, or even scrambled eggs with spinach and tomatoes. What's your go-to breakfast, Dan?
I love a good bowl of muesli with fruit like bananas or apples. But if I have time on the weekend, I make pancakes. There's nothing like the sound of pancake batter hitting a hot pan.
Yum! And we can't forget the coffee. Some people are very specific about their coffee, using special filters like a V60 to grind their own beans, while others just use instant coffee because it's faster.
I'm definitely a grind my own beans person. While I drink my coffee, I try not to get distracted by my phone. It's so easy to start scrolling through social media and lose 20 minutes. Instead, I try to check my emails or my calendar to plan my tasks for the day.
That's very productive of you. Planning helps you stay organized. After breakfast, it's time for the final rush, getting dressed and packing my bag. I always make sure I have my phone, wallet, and keys.
Don't forget your jacket if it's chilly outside. I remember one funny story from our sources where a person was so sleepy they put their shirt on backwards and didn't notice until they got to work.
I've done that with socks. It's all part of the morning chaos. Once I'm dressed, I leave the house to go to work or school. Some people drive, but many take public transportation, like the bus or the subway.
Taking the bus is a great time to practice English. You can listen to a podcast like this one on your commute. It's a realistic way to study because it fits into your life you already have.
Exactly. You don't need a library, you just need your headphones. It's all about those small steps that add up over time to create big progress.
Well said, Anna. Let's do a quick recap for our listeners of the vocabulary and routines we covered today. 1. Waking up. Decide if you are an early bird or a night owl. 2. The alarm. Try not to hit the snooze button too many times. 3. Hygiene. Brush your teeth for 2 minutes and maybe try the flossing box trick. 4. Mindfulness. Drink water, stretch, or do yoga to set the tone for your day. 5. Breakfast. Use the phrase feel like when you want something like eggs, cereal, or pancakes. 6. Planning. Be intentional and check your schedule instead of scrolling on your phone.
And here is your call to action. In the comments below, tell us about your morning routine in English. What time do you wake up? What do you eat for breakfast? Writing it down helps you remember the words better.
We can't wait to read your stories. Remember, every morning is a fresh start. Even if you didn't practice English yesterday, today is a new page.
Keep practicing, stay consistent, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone. Analogy for understanding. Think of your morning routine like tuning a musical instrument. If you start your day in a rush or stressed, like a guitar with strings that are too tight, the rest of your day will sound out of tune. But by taking a few minutes to do small things like drinking water, stretching, or listening to English, you are tuning your strings. It doesn't take much time, but it ensures that the song of your day sounds much better.